Hello everybody, this is Kelly from Menasha, Wisconsin. I am in charge of cards 7, 8, and 9 in this Cactus online class. So first of all, I want to start out with all of the ingredients that you're going to need to complete card number 7. I have Mint Macaron, Mossy Meadow, Highland Heather, and a Memento black ink pad. I've got some mini glue dots. I've got my ribbon from the Ornate Ribbon Pack. I've got the Calypso and the Highland Heather felt flowers from the Cactus Medley, some opal rounds, the twine that comes with the Cactus Medley, and then also these dies, as well as this little fireworks die. That's what we decided to call it. And you're going to need your Designer Series paper pack, as well as your paper trimmer to do a little bit of scoring. So I think we'll start right there. Let me bring in my layers here. Now, all of your dimensions for your cards, and I'm sure Barb and Dina have told you this because I'm video number 7. I get the last 3. I am bringing up the rear, people. So we are going to put our Highland Heather cardstock in to our trimmer, and we're going to score that at 2.5 and 6.5. And we're going to be making a really cute little pocket card here. Next up, we're going to do a little bit of stamping and a little bit of die cutting. Now, I started my video and kind of messed up, so you'll see that in just a minute. I had to restart it because I forgot to bring in a couple of my ink pads in the products that I wanted to show you at the beginning. So, I have shown you everything we're going to use, and here's where the mistake comes in. Are you ready for it? It's not really that big of a deal. I already stamped those flowers. So, I had to restart my video. No biggie. We are going to add this to our Calypso Coral layer. So we've got those pretty flowers up there. This is going to be the insert that goes inside the pocket of our card. The next thing we're going to do, I want to do a little bit of stamping on a Whisper White scrap. We also have a scrap of pear and a scrap of mossy. We're going to die cut the cactus, the tall cactus guy, in the pear pizzazz and also the mossy meadow. And then we are going to, hang on a second, let me see what I'm doing here. We are going to do a little bit of stamping. We're going to close up this. We're going to bring in Mossy Meadow. That's going to be stamped on our scrap with our heart. I call this the heart-shaped cactus. And we'll stamp that right here. Ooh, and I don't think I got that dark enough on that side. I didn't. Look at how dry my Mossy Meadow is. We're going to get out our re-inker because that did not ink up well at all. I must have left it open, I think. That's usually what happens. So you'll get a little lesson in getting your ink pads nice and juicy. I use a plastic spoon to push that ink in. I will clean that off in just a second. Let's see how much, oh, look at all that ink now. So that is exactly what I needed. We'll turn this little scrap over and we will stamp this big guy again. Oh, so much better, right? But do you see? I have a little bit of lint. You can see it right here, a little bit of lint on my stamp. So, hang on a second. I'm going to bring in one of my chamois and get that lint off of there. I'm going to bring in another scrap because now this one isn't going to be big enough. You guys ever have that? And make sure I don't see any lint on here. Let's try this again. 3rd time's a charm. Yay. Oh, so much better, right? I don't have any weird lint things going on there. Next, we are going to take this, which I call this the round cactus or the circle cactus. We're going to use our Mint Macaron ink for that one. And we're just going to stamp that right over here. Ooh, that turned out perfect. Let me get these closed up. Then we're going to die cut. We're going to die cut this. We are going to die cut this. And we're going to die cut, again, a cactus, this cactus die out of both of those. And then what I wanted to show you is this is our pocket card, okay? So we are going to be using, grab a bone folder. You want to burnish these edges really good. And this is going to go just like this. So the wider flap is the one that's on the top here. You're going to want to grab your designer series paper and you're going to want to cut yourself a piece that is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And we can add that right to the front of our card. It's really hard to put glue on such a pretty side, right? I love this side, but I really wanted this side on the front of my pocket card. It's really hard to do that. Okay, so once we have that done, we're gonna take, whoops, let's get this in here. We need to do just a little bit more stamping, then we'll be ready to die cut here. We're gonna take our Memento black ink pad and we're going to grab the sentiment that says, I love how our friendship has grown. Now, this is our pocket card, okay? This is how this is going to go. So we're going to stamp our sentiment right here. And that turned out great. Thank goodness, right? I shouldn't have glued this on until I did this, because what if I messed it up? Yeah. So maybe don't do that. All right, next step, we're going to take the fireworks. These are the fireworks die that I call them. And we are going to put that right here, and we're going to die cut this in our machine. So let me bring my die cutting machine in, and I'll show you exactly what I did here. I'm going to push this right down here. Now, if you want to, you can use some temporary tape. I have temporary tape here, and you can just add that right here. Ooh, you know what I want to do before I see where I want to do this? I'm going to fold this up again just to know that, okay, if I put my die way down here, it's not going to interfere with this flap, right? I want to be able to see all of this. So that was a good catch there. Make sure you know where your die is going to go on here. We're going to get this cut. There we go. Sorry about the wiggly wiggly. I'm still waiting on making a new desk for my new office. And when I get that done, there will be no more wiggly wiggly when I'm die cutting. I think I'm going to have my camera mount right on the wall so that when my table moves from doing stuff, it's not going to affect that. Good idea? I think so, right? Because that's something that's always annoyed me. Okay, look at how cute they are. I love, love, love this. I'm going to take this off of here now. If you have gotten my online classes before or watched my videos, you know that I'm kind of picky about not leaving the junk. I want to say the junk in the trunk, but not leaving the junk in my dies. I always want that out before I put them away, because the next time I use them, I don't want to have to deal with that. So I'm one of those people that's just like, get it done, and then it'll be a nice experience next time. Okay, now I'm going to do a little burnishing on here again, just to make sure I've got a good crisp fold on this. You can use tear and tape here. You can use liquid glue, whatever type of nice strong adhesive you have. I'm just going to use a little tear and tape, and we're going to put that on the side of the flap. So I'm just seeing how much I need. I'm going to put that right here. Ooh, I better make sure I stay in my camera. Make sure you can see me. Okay, we're going to pop that off. I love my Take Your Pick tool. I use it for everything, and the fact that it's got multi-tips. Like, I use my putty a lot, and I use my pokey tool probably the most. Look at that. Okay, so here's the really cool part that I think is just spectacular about this pocket. So that's kind of cute, right? But, oops, let's put this in. When you put this in here, look at how that really pops. I love that. All right, now we're gonna decorate this baby up. So we did all of our stamping, right? And we need to get all of this stuff die cut. And I have already done that. I showed you how to do that one. You know how to die cut, you know how to stamp and die cut. If you don't, just let me know and I can direct you to some of my other videos that tell all about that kind of stuff. But next up, we're going to take, so what I like to do is I like to do a little dry fit here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put my heart-shaped cactus right there. I'm going to bring my little round cactus right down here. So they're probably about even. Then I'm going to come in with my nice dark cactus. That's my mossy meadow. This is my pear pizzazz cactus. Now how cute is that? I'm going to pull this one up a little bit, push that one down a little bit. I think that looks really good. Now, how are you going to keep them all right there? Well, let's do this. I'm going to put some glue right here, and I'm going to bring this cactus back in, right about there. Okay. Then I'm going to bring this cactus in here, so I know that I need to put a little bit of adhesive over here on this side. Now you don't want it to stick your flap together, right? So you have to be mindful of that. We're going to do that right there. And I'm going to put glue up here. So we're going to go like glue here, glue here, glue here. And you guys see how little glue I use, right? You don't need to use a lot of glue. Glue is really good and sticky. Your cards will not fall apart when you use glue, but you want to make sure, see, I got a little bit glue there. Make sure that your glue is not hanging over the edge here so that when we close our card, it sticks it together and your person that you're sending it to can't open it. What a disaster. Not the end of the world, but I know it's happened, right? We're going to take the olive ribbon and I'm just going to tie this in a bow. I love this ribbon. I have used up so many rolls of this, so I'm really happy that we decided to include it in this kit because it matches the colors of the designer paper. I love that. So I've just got a little bow here. And I am going to clip it, just like that. We're going to add a mini glue dot. I like to roll mine up just a tad because I don't like them to stick out from under my ribbon. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to add this right here. And then I thought just to make it pop a little bit, it would be kind of cool if I could put some of this twine on there. So I decided to make a bow with that because I think this orange is going to really pop nicely. Let's see if I can get, oh, I did it. Yay, me. Winning a little bit. It's the little things in life that make me happy. I'm a cheap date and I'm easily wowed. And a good little bow will do it every time. Okay, so now this is really kind of a tiny little element, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a glue dot and I'm really gonna curl it up. I'm gonna put it right on top of my little green bow. And then I'm gonna come in here. Isn't it cute? Look how cute it is. Okay, I know, I like to do stuff like that. Okay. Now we're gonna take, I want this flower right here out of my Calypso flowers, and then one of those same flowers right here. So, well, it's not the same flower. It's got the rounded edges. This kind of has the pointy edges. They're a little bit different. We are going to add one flower right here. Put the orange over here. Super cute, right? I just love the color combination that Stampin' Up! Used for this kit. And this one we're going to put right here. Now, I found that the liquid glue works best with these felt elements. Now, you got to let it sit for a little bit so it sticks, okay? But I don't think glue dots work very well at all. Look at how cute that is, you guys. Last but not least, we have our opal rounds right here. And I'm just going to grab one of these and I'm going to add it right down here for just a tiny bit of bling. How pretty is that? Okay, that's card number 7. We're going to move on to the next one.